capturing the essence of fruit from some of Oregon's finest orchards.
These pears are Bartlett pears. They're among the finest pears in the world. They're highly aromatic. You can smell that aroma as you're standing here right now.
20 tons of the pears have arrived at Portrait Winery, where they'll be turned into fine sparkling wine and brandy. It's just one of several types of wine and spirits produced by Hong Kong's newest winery.
We are Hong Kong's only distillery, and we're certainly Hong Kong's only premium winery that manages our own fruit.
Stephen Yare set up Portrait Winery in the city last year to introduce handcrafted premium wine to the China market.
What's unique about us is we've sort of come to Hong Kong with a view in mind to replanting a seed of manufacturing, winemaking, and distilling is truly, certainly manufacturing.
In its first year of production, Portrait produced 4,000 cases of more than half a dozen types of wine alone, including the Aviator, its prized Meritage blend, and the Debutante, Portrait's Bordeaux blend. Unconventional names on labels and the company's name itself are a way to make the line more accessible to wine drinkers.
What we try and do is portray the flavors and the characteristics of our wine in literally the portrait of the images on our labels. They're fun images. We try and put the flavors forward. We try and put sort of the sassiness of the wine or the spiciness of the sophistication of the wine.
So we'll take a sample.
Andrew Powley is Portrait's master winemaker.
As I look at this wine, I'm looking for the classic Pinot Noir aromas, and the colour is not so stable, so that's one of the reasons why I'm constantly monitoring the wine for its colour.
Having worked in the winemaking regions in Europe, America and Australia, the New Zealander said he couldn't pass up the opportunity of honing his craft in Hong Kong.
Well, I mean, we're, right in the middle of the biggest wine market in the world, so I mean that's our advantage, and that's why we're here. We have a number of different vineyard partners that we work with that grow excellent grapes for us, and they are very enthusiastic about what we're doing here.
The winery is expecting to receive its first batch of raspberries from Yantai in China's Shandong province for its next line of brandies to be distilled here.
And this is, of course, a pot still, copper pot still from Germany, handcrafted copper in which we do our distillation for the simple purpose of increasing the alcohol level and distilling the flavors into a brandy, a fruit brandy or vodka. Hong Kong took the great step to make wine importation tax-free, but China has not done that.
And the Canadian has his eye on that prized market where wine consumption is tipped to jump 183% to more than $41 billion in 2015.
China has really expanded, and the wealth of China has expanded at the working level. And it's at a level now where the young family, they've got enough now income, and when they can try some wines, and our wines are very attractive to that sector of the market. We'd like to see Portrait having a presence not only in the Hong Kong market as a manufacturer, but we'd like to think that Portrait will have a play in the greater China market as a point of reference, a point of dependability. It's still a very impressionable market. We'd like to think that Portrait will have had an influence on helping greater China recognize Hong Kong as a place that it can rely, or they can rely on, for good wines that they can learn from.
So this is where people can enjoy the fruits of Portrait Winery's labor. The company's tasting room is located in Soho, Hong Kong's trendiest night spot. Cheers.
In our tasting room in Staunton Street in Soho, we have the pleasure of meeting all walks of life, people from everywhere. Not only our friends and neighbors in Hong Kong, but literally from all walks of the earth. And they come in and they learn, they see how wine is made. without exception, the best part of it is the joy and the unfettered release of pleasure that it brings to people.